So, on this Christmas Eve afternoon, we all know from last night that Tory Lanez has been Daystar, whatever his real name is, versus the people of LA has found him guilty of all three charges. Honestly, I was shocked because I didn't know how, in a court of public opinion, it was all Megan's fault. And Megan's a terrible person. And he just happens to be waving a gun, shooting at people. And I'm kind of happy because this whole crazy hate and disgusting misogyny, anti-blackness, patriarchy, bullshit that's been, going on with our people is really ridiculous when it comes to this. And I'm just over it. I'm just over it. And I feel like he was guilty. We will never know what happened, but what I really think happened from, reading some of the testimony, I can't wait till it be all on YouTube because that's one of my favorite pastime, reading court transcripts and stuff like that. The part where I think this is what happened. Kelsey must have came up to Megan about, or not came up to Megan, but I think they were fighting. I think they were fighting in the street, like scrapping, like some cats in the street. And it could be over Megan fucking Tory or whatever, Kelsey fucking Tory, or she liked Tory, whatever. I don't know if he was the end all factor of that, but that doesn't matter. I believe that he was like, these dumbass bitches, and started shooting at them. Now, that's like that's what I kind of think happened, but all I know is that Megan was shot, she was harmed. And for 2 fucking years, we've been saying she's lying. For 2 fucking years, we've been saying she's a whore. For 2 fucking years, nobody believed her. For 2 fucking years, we come to play with her. We have to hear about her damn sexual history and about her man and all this other stuff. And that's the main thing that bothered me, right? That was the main thing that freaking bothered me. Because what the fuck does that have to do with anything? That gives no one the right to do harm to someone. Another black man doing harm to another black woman. Because we don't know what could have happened with that whole situation. The defense, I tell you, the same seeds that planted from the beginning, they've been replanted. But thank God they instead of trying to choke Megan's credibility, they did it to Tory. His own the rooster have come home. The chickens have come home to roost, right? Because now all of this comes down to you, Tory. Now what's gonna happen? Now they're saying he faces up to 22 years. Now that I don't know what's gonna happen. If those are the crime, that's the time, all other bullshit, whatever. I don't care if she didn't die but she was seriously harmed in her feet, and she needs her feet to perform. That's part of her career, right? You need to be able to walk. So now what? Is he going to jail? I don't know. But I know, is he going to prison, I should say. I really don't know. They're probably going to give him like the minimum, maybe. Is it 5 years or something? He could do 5 years. And then most likely he'll get deported back to Canada, which is right there. So he'll be good. Um, yeah. His parents yelling and screaming, talking about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Rock Nation and stuff. Like, I'm not a fan. But what the fuck does that got to do with your son harming black women? Because he's been known to do this already. And then the defense was getting it was getting real shaky. They had him toting around a son, which mother he done went upside her head too. He was violent to her as well. um no, I'm not gonna do this. No, he played in black women faces, especially dark skinned black women faces. Act like he is a that protect black women, and he loved dark skinned black women, and he made it this whole theatrical thing, like he with this whole video shoot. He's full of shit, and I feel like Megan could be finally vindicated with this. Of course, people is saying this shit like, "Oh, just because you're guilty doesn't mean you do it." You're right. It's always some nonsense like with this stuff, and I know people were tired of hearing about it, but I don't think we saw enough of it. Like that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, nobody ever questioned why we saw so much footages of that, in the words of Cardi B. Like, why did we see so much? We had so much access to that court case and that whole situation. Why wasn't the same for this? Why wasn't the same for this? We got these awesome sketches. This sketch artist was awesome because they covered, well, they didn't cover, they did accurate depiction of his hairline, and it was everything to me. It was absolutely everything to me. um Three people said that Tory was shooting: Megan, the witness, and the defense witness that they put on the stand, which was dumb, and Kelsey. She basically recounts it, but times before that she have said, because she was just totally upset because of, I guess, because Megan fucked him. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care if Megan fucked everybody in freaking Houston. I just want to know why I wasn't there when she was fucking everybody. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Also, just to wrap this whole thing up, I was talking to people about it. This is Tory's fault. He could have got away with nothing. This was Tory's fault. He was listening to his fucking team, and his team, or he told his team to go in on Megan in the beginning. Remember? That's one thing that has stayed the same, right? Megan said that she didn't was gonna say anything. As always, black women protecting black men, especially when it comes to law enforcement and police. She did not say anything in the beginning. And the craziest thing in the world, Candace Owens said the same thing. And that it's a day in hell. It's freezing out here in New York, 3 degrees a few hours ago. Where I am agreeing with what she said. She did not even, she was harmed. She was shot in her foot. I don't care if it's a motherfucking pinky toe. She was shot. And also testimony from a surgeon who removed bullet fragments out of her fucking foot. Testified. Under oath. And y'all still proceed to try to drag her edges. I'm just so confused. Anywho, she wasn't gonna say nothing. But your team, and you forced your team, or however the fuck it was, start planting these seeds of doubt already within a public opinion. You had a song about it. You got on Instagram Live about it. You've been harassing her on Twitter, because I've been on Twitter. You've been harassing her on Twitter for 2 years, maybe for the last, not for the last 6 months or so, but on Twitter for 2 fucking years. And she did not want to say nothing. She was tired of it. She wasn't saying anything about it until your team decided to continue to harass her and put these fake ass stories about her out. And guess what? Those fucking stories came back to haunt you. And guess what? This is your fault, Tory. Or Daystar. This is your motherfucking fault. And you know what? It's no one around you that's going to tell you the truth about it. That's the other sad thing. You're not going to take accountability or responsibility for what you did to someone else, that you caused harm to someone else, that someone else said that she wanted to die after this because so much hate and vitriol she was receiving. And I think it's really fucked up. And I feel for her. Because the one thing she said that you guys bonded over, and I'm not sure if, I don't know if it's the dick, but one thing she did say is that she thought she had a real friendship with you because you guys both lost your mother. So that was something you guys bonded or connected with. And that didn't mean shit to you. You just wanted the Megan knees, and now look, you got the Megan knees, and you probably got Kelsey knees too, and look at you. Look at you. And that's all I have to say about that. That's all. The facts are, 3 people said that that Tory was throwing shots, and not on bars. He was actually shooting. And the jury found him guilty of all charges. We'll see what happens. And he was remanded. I was shocked at that. He was remanded. So he's gonna be scrapping for his life. And we're gonna see on January 26th or 20th or something like 6. I don't know, January 6th, but I don't know. We're gonna see. We are going to see what's gonna happen with that. And I'm interested to find out if he's going to get prison time or just probation or whatever. And he's going to go back to his country. Tell me what you think about this whole mess. Please, I would love to know. What do you guys think about this whole verdict? And how about this whole case that we've been knowing about for like 2.5 years? Keep it cute in the comments. Don't be disrespectful. And don't be disrespecting black women in the comments, because guess what? I will block you. Okay? Please keep it cute with the anti-black sentiment and all other stuff. And let's discuss.